Alrighty, guys, coming at you live from the Gardendale Garage here in beautiful Alabama. Madman LED Mondello. Yeah. Alright. I'm going to start off with this thing. Brent Adams, who has been a friend of mine for many years, wanted me to build him a custom PC with blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay. So anyway, Brent goes ahead, and what does he do now? These are not parts that I ordered. These are parts that he ordered, okay? And in fact, he ordered a slew of them, and it came to me in a box. Actually, a couple of milk crates and a box, all right? He quickly learned, hey, Brandon, how are you? He quickly learned, though, that you don't buy motherboards on Wish.com, because the motherboard that he sent me had bent pins on CPU interface, and I was just like, no, man, no, where did you get this thing? And he was like, I got it on Wish. I'm like, going like, yeah, I wish you didn't get it on Wish. Oh! Anyway, so, and we sent it back, and, you know, he got a new motherboard and everything. This one came direct from the manufacturer, so I was like, okay, this is good. And he proceeded to send me all of these parts and everything and said, here you go. All right, and the aftersalt was this case, which was a thermaltec. I'm still going to do an LED. I'm still going to do a laser etch front on it, but for right now, for all intents and purposes, it's already set up and ready to go. All right. So anyway, what we have here. Hey Matthew, how are you, man? Good to see you. What we have here is a thermaltec case. All right. Now I'm going to step this back here. Okay. Now as you can see. Yeah, I got the glass off of it. It's got tempered glass on it. So, you know, I got the glass off of it. And we did some modifications, of course. All right. And there's the front, as you can see. And here's the side and all that. Notice the wires are all nice. Nothing is thrown out of place or anything like that, you know. But anyway, we went ahead and we did this. All right. And we started with a thermaltec case. And, of course, you know, the RGB on the thermaltec case is RGB, red, green, and blue. It is not programmable addressable. So we have a control panel that is for RGB. All right. So, you know, then he bought this Corsair radiator, a 280 millimeter radiator, by the way, for an i5. Okay. It's not a Cray computer, okay? It's an i5. You don't need 280 millimeter, but he did anyway. Okay. So, and then we have 140 millimeter fans in the front, which I had to take the original fans out of here. There was 3 of them, and I had to put those 2 big monsters in there, and then mount the radiator from the back, as you can see. All right, I had to drill a hole in the top to make sure that the fluid was filled all the way up, and then put a rubber butt plug in it, which I did. Then, of course, he sends me GIM fans, which are what? Programmable addressable. Okay, they're also remote controlled, like this. See, so we can go purple and in memory and all kinds of crazy colors and everything else, okay? So we went ahead now. I'll put that on auto, all right, because it's enough, all right? So, you know, it's got totally different controllers. Then what does he do? Okay, like I said, he's got the Corsair, so I had to get the HT115 software set up to control the LEDs and also to be able to monitor the pump and the fans and all that crap, okay? In which I did, so now this lighting is completely controlled by the Corsair. That would be the pump and the 2 front fans. These fans are controlled by the GIM, okay, which are, you know, now mind you, I like uniformity, because there's mine right there that is uniform. Goes to show I could do it, you know, it's not a problem. But when you're dealing with fans that are given to you, you use what you can, okay? So I had 3 extra fans laid over from the thermaltec case, which are these right here. And I was like, okay. So he's got a GTX 1080 video card on this thing. All right, and it has a phantecs radiator, as you can see, which one of the GIMs is mounted to, okay, because there's a radiator right there, and it actually cools the video card, okay? So I have more tubes, okay? Lots of fun, oh yeah. So I put it in there, and of course, the video card is sagging. I'm like going, how the hell? And, you know, it says, oh, it's armored. Yeah, it's got the steel plate around plastic, okay? The plastic is still plastic. Even though it can be, even though it's supposedly armor plated with steel, doesn't matter, because it's still what? Connected to the motherboard by what? Plastic. So, of course, over a period of time, you know that's going to fail sooner or later. So, I was like, what am I going to do with this thing? So, I was like, okay, I got these extra fans. So, what I did was I drilled the phantecs frame right here. And as you can see, we mounted screws in it. And now, what it's sitting on, these fans are sitting, okay, this whole video card is now sitting on the fans and locked down by the fans. That way, then, it doesn't sag, it's level, and it doesn't move anymore. Okay, so that's what I did with those. Those are controlled by the MSI motherboard with the crazy freaking, you know, mystic lighting crap on the motherboard. Alright? And, of course, you know, this was an empty space here with just a power supply, you know, on it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to illuminate that too. So I did. And then I illuminated the side. So then that way then it goes all the way across in uniformity, and that's matched to the motherboard, the MSI controls, okay? There's all kinds of lighting controls on this thing. So whatever you want to control with it, you can, okay? It's any colors you want, any different arrangements you want. Oh, not a problem, I promise you. All right, so like I said, it's got a Core i5 in it. It's got 32 gigs of Corsair RAM on it. All right, it's got a CX750 power supply in it. And, you know, Corsair 280 millimeter radiator. Got the phantecs radiator for the radiator and mount for the video card. And pretty much there it is. It's got all built-in Wi-Fi and everything. So it's got all kinds of crazy stuff right there. So, you know, it's pretty crazy. So, you know, making a long story short, it all works pretty good. So, anyway, Brent, there you go, man. Okay, now I'm going to do something on this over here. Okay, that we do know. Okay, but anyway, for right now, there you go, man. All right, now I got to get back to Xboxes. So anyway, guys, listen, thanks for watching. I greatly do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. All right, and I just wanted to share this with you and what I did for the past 2 freaking days. All right, but it's all done. Yeah, it's got an Nvme 500 gig SSD drive in it as well. You know, so he's gonna put it. He's gonna put in probably an SSD, a 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte SSD drive, which of course it's able to handle friggin' like 6 drives, so it ain't no big deal. So anyway, he's gonna do that because this is gonna be his gaming rig for his son. So you know, here it is. So anyway, we're all good. I hope that you all have a good one. I gotta get this puppy together, and I gotta get to work on Xboxes. So anyway, you all have a good one, guys, and I'll holler at you later. Take it easy.